Alright, so I'm going to just briefly go over um, the different settings that this Yamaha magicstomp has. So there's an echo. It says an 8-band parametric delay. So it's like a delay with an EQ, an 8-band EQ. So if you need to do that. And then there's just an 8-band stereo delay. Here's a modulation delay with a 4-band EQ and its tap tempo. This is going to be a 2-band EQ, and that's also tap tempo. Another 8-band. Okay, here's like a long short delay. So this is kind of like that that kind of U2 kind of sound, if you want that. Let's see. I don't know what this is. And I will go to reverbs. Don't know what that is. Gate reverb. So noise gate reverb. Reverse gate. Spring reverb. Let's see. I think this is like kind of like modulation of like or like getting 2 pitches at once, harmonies. Okay, now here's just EQ, 3-band, multi filters, probably multi EQ. This is like reverb. Now we're getting to like combination of effects, reverb and chorus. Alright, now this is kind of like a chain, like reverb and then chorus. And then this is going to be reverb plus flanger, and then this is going to be reverb and then flanger. So it's just kind of like I believe this is like kind of like parallel instead of series. And then reverb symphonic, same idea. Reverb pan, delay reference, delay plus reverb, distortion plus delay. Okay, so up to this point, you just have a bunch of like stuff where you have a combination of like 2 effects. So you could probably use it like in front of an amp. You know, if you just looking for, if you probably use like the amp distortion, and then you probably put this in like a what do they call it, effects chain, and then you just you would use delay, reverb. If you're not a type of person that uses a lot of effects, this would be perfect for you. Now what we're gonna have is amp multi. What amp multi does is like all the different kind of amp models that this thing has. It has those controls, those amp controls, plus a compressor, noise gate, and different effects. So this is amp multi chorus, means that you have all those compressor and the amp functions, noise gate and whatnot, reverb and delay. But then you have specifically also with chorus with this. So then there's also amp multi with flanger, trem, phaser. Okay, and then now this distortion multi is like, instead of the amp models, there's like the distortion pedal, like overdrive models, but with choruses, flanger, trem, phaser. And then we're almost done here. And the last one is acoustic multi. And let me just focus pretty briefly on this one. Okay, so they have type. Type is going to be mic type, so you have condensers, dynamic, whatnot. Then you have a blend, so it's kind of blending this mic simulator plus the actual pickup. Right, then we have bass, mid, treble, EQ. Right, pre is presence, volume, self-explanatory. Let's see what else we got here. Then you can like adjust like be even more specific with the EQ and adjust like the treble frequencies and whatnot. Yeah, so I mean, it's got a limiter right there, and it's got reverbs and stuff like that. Okay. All right, and the last one is it has a bass preamp, so you can play a bass guitar. This thing. I mean, this thing is amazing. It's like you can plug practically anything into this thing, you know. So let's see what this got. This has, let's see. I guess this bass preamp also has like different types of amp models, or has like different kind of drives, gain, master, and then EQs, and it's the same ideas, EQs and whatnot. But yeah, you can plug in your bass guitar to this, and it should be pretty cool. So this is just a brief overview of the Yamaha, like the different settings this thing has. This thing is jam-packed in a small design. It is somewhat difficult to use because it's not so user-friendly because you have all these different parameters. But the thing is, if you're into like, you know, all these different parameters, it's definitely a pedal, you know, that you'll definitely enjoy. But if not, if you're more like a person who likes like analog, we have a bunch of knobs, this probably isn't the machine for you. But this thing, it's hard to like say that this thing doesn't have a lot of function. I mean, this thing is everything you think of, that I can think of for an effects. This thing has it, and it does a pretty damn good job of it.